Now the threat of a big war is looming over the entire Middle East because the Israeli government has openly said that Iran has made a big mistake. What mistake have they made that 181 ballistic missiles were fired on Israel? Not even a single Israeli citizen was killed because Israel has so much discipline, their planning is so good, and as soon as these missiles were being fired, the Israeli government warned its citizens about this. Said to hide in the bunker, and this bunker system of Israel has saved the lives of many people. Actually, not a single person has lost his life. And yet Netanyahu is saying that Iran has made a big mistake because Israel is assuming that their citizens were in danger. Suppose this warning would have failed them, or if this attack had been sudden, then it would not be a big deal. Many Israeli civilians would have been killed. So now here you can think about Israel's standards. Not even a single citizen was killed, yet they are saying that Iran has made a big mistake, and now Iran will have to pay the price. The government of Iran must be thinking that if 1,012 people had died by mistake, what would they have said then and now? Speculative analysts are saying that Israel will badly destroy Iran's oil storage, and it can have a big impact on the global economy. So let's discuss this topic in depth. Now here you will be able to see these are the bunkers of Israel. I want to show you this so that you can understand that when 180 ballistic missiles are fired and there is zero casualty, then what is its region? There are such bunkers in front. Israel has built them at every distance in all their major cities. As soon as the notification comes that there is going to be an attack on Israel, all the citizens hide in such bunkers. This underground bunker is a very big one. Its photos are usually public. They do not allow people to come in front of them. They have kept many things like food facilities, water, etc. Interestingly, Israel had used these bunkers even during the time of COVID-19 for vaccination purposes and quarantine purposes. Now looking at these bunkers, it is amazing. Don't forget that people in Israel do not die due to terrorism and other types of attacks. These people are saved by missiles, but in other types of attacks, direct attacks, many citizens of Israel are killed. For example, on October 7th, you will remember that there was an attack on Israel in which 1,200 people were killed. Apart from that, if we look at the news yesterday itself, there was an attack on more than 6 Israeli citizens in Tel Aviv, which is the capital of Israel. Here you will see that these two were terrorists. Israel is claiming that they were Palestinian terrorists. They killed many Israeli citizens. Then look at the situation again. Israel is very delicate internally. This country is resisting by any means in various ways. Now I have given you all this information so that you can understand what the internal environment is like in Israel. Missiles are raining from above. Terrorists are roaming on the streets, and their population is trying by all means to avoid casualties in bomb shelters. Yes, their people should not be killed, and in the meantime, now we also see that their former prime minister, you will remember this face, Naftali Bennett. When Netanyahu went out of power for some time, he became the prime minister of Israel, and recently it was said that now the time has come for Israel to destroy Iran's nuclear program. Now see Israel's fighter jet primer. Here we are talking about F-35 fighter jets, which even Iran's air defense system will not be able to detect easily. If it wants, it can attack Iran's nuclear program beyond this, but Israel will have to think about what will be its result. After that, will Russia and China directly come to Iran's defense? So for now, look at the attack on the nuclear program. It has been said that Israel is not inclined towards this so much. Israel will most probably destroy the oil facility of Iran. Now here you can ask a question. There are amendments imposed on Iran, and Iran is not able to sell its crude oil on the international market. If India has not purchased Iran's crude oil for a long time, then what will be obtained by destroying their oil facility is Iran's oil storage. If it gets destroyed, then Iran has a possibility that it can sell its oil tomorrow. But if China bypasses the sanctions on any other country, it gets destroyed. Iran's potential to earn anything in that case will be completely lost, and it will cause a loss of billions, and I mean billions of dollars. Here is another option for Iran. But this is being told that, like last time, you will remember that last time Israel had destroyed the S-300 missile defense system, this work can be done again by Israel. that Iran's missile defense systems should be destroyed from everywhere, and they should be left alone and given a warning that, now look, we can do anything with you if we want, but we don't want further escalation. So this is being told in the coming days. A big development related to this will be seen in 3 to 4 days. The USA has already announced that it is sending its guided missile submarines towards Israel. Initially, it was expected that Iran would make a very big attack. They will launch more missiles than 180 missiles because the commander of Hamas was killed, the leader of Hamas was killed, the commanders of Hezbollah were killed, and the leaders of Hezbollah were killed. Even after all that, if you say that Iran's best attack is that it rained 180 missiles, it is quite surprising with 0 casualties. Iran is clearly playing very defensive these days because the current government of Iran also knows that Israel will attack with 5th-generation warplanes. It is possible that tomorrow, if there is a coup in Iran, the way Mohammed Yunus suddenly came to Bangladesh, in the same way it is possible that tomorrow this Reza Saheb may come back to Iran. See this Shah. He is the son of Iran and has said this many times to the people of Iran through his messages through digital media. The USA is not your enemy, Israel is not your enemy. For now, the supreme leader of Iran is sitting and the government of Iran. They are your main enemies. Overthrow the government in Iran and bring me back. Of course, they want the rule of the Shah of Iran to return to Iran, and that, of course, will be much more friendly for the US, for Israel, and for Iran. Know that Israel has a lot of weapons, and do not underestimate the 5th-generation war. Even without touching a country many times, that country can be completely changed with the 5th-generation war. Let's see in the coming days. It will be very important to see how Israel responds to Iran in the relationship. If Netanyahu has announced, then definitely something will happen. We will have to see what will happen.